carefully calculated explosion, and then the entire bridge disappeared in a blinding flash of light in the middle of the night.
God, Titanic 2.0. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Titanic 2.0. A modern cruise ship crashed straight into an iceberg near the Hubbard Glacier, leaving passengers in shock.
Look, come here, come on. Whoa!
The wind howled, the waves crashed, the screams rang out. Video from inside the ship revealed the true fear of passengers when the storm hit. The chaotic scene on the Mexican Sea when the Carnival Glory crashed into the stern of the Carnival Legend right in the middle of the port. And that moment was captured. 5. The tractor trailer got stuck on the tracks. The train rushed forward without braking. The driver only had time to jump out before the breathtaking collision. A bright spot under the plane's wing turned into a red flame. The incident happened right after touching the runway in Las Vegas.
You know what you should say? Holy soda? You want to go there? Okay.
What would you do if you saw an engine spark while flying? Passengers on a Viva Aerobus experienced such a moment.
Oh my God!
A quiet afternoon in Missouri suddenly turned into chaos. A storm came roaring right next to the porch.
Side.
Yeah.
Ah!
The fateful moment, a thunderclap made dozens of students think the world was over. A stormy night in Texas was suddenly lit up by a spectacular lightning strike. If you saw a power line sparking like this during a storm, what would you do first? Everything seemed quiet until a bolt of lightning ripped through the sky and hit the tree in front of your house. A Ring camera caught every second. Part of a town in Lebanon was devastated. The local hospital was at risk of being interrupted. The sky seemed to be torn apart by billowing columns of black smoke. The waste oil treatment plant was on fire, leaving the surrounding residents looking up in fear. Oh, just a split second away from disaster. 2 people were lucky to escape death when illegal fireworks suddenly blew up part of a house in Colorado.
Oh, there goes the umbrella. Oh, fuck. I closed it. Look at the pool. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
That umbrella seemed to have had enough of its owner and decided to fly away to find freedom in the midst of the Rock Hill storm, an unannounced takeoff. No one could believe their eyes. A rare tornado suddenly tore through the peaceful sky, sweeping away everything in a rural Spanish town.
No, hombre, no es que estoy cagada, es que tengo cabeza, gilipollas. Tú no sobrevives en las pelis de desastres, ¿eh?
Como saluda Carmen se va volando.
A huge rock slide forced several highways in Colorado to close. Stay tuned for updates as the situation is still evolving.
There's no mountain left.
Just a second later, tragedy would have happened. The question is, what is the warning? What is the maintenance? When infrastructure is weak and nature is angry, who pays the price? Wildfires spread to residential areas? New Jersey is experiencing a nightmare that no one thought would happen on American soil.
6010 or 6100, County.
Oh, fuck, bro.
It used to be forest. Now it's fire. And in between is the feeling of helplessness as nature burns itself out because of human indifference.
Holy fuck.
Just one wave, and the whole car is pushed back like a toy. The sea in Santa Cruz is no longer gentle. It's really angry. A storm, a downpour, and then the whole village disappears without a trace in knee-deep mud. A scene that no one wants to believe is real. Bilal does not come gently. It screams with gusts of wind and pouring rain. Reunion Island is tossing in the middle of a raging sea and sky. Oh, it's not a camera filter. It's real light. The sky turned crimson in the middle of the day, making the people panic. The old bridge in Dortmund collapsed in a spectacular explosion. The past falls, the future begins in the dust. Large stones hit the water and splashed. Nature seemed to be testing new intensity. A trampoline suddenly became a circus performer flying and spinning between electric wires in Louisiana after a thunderstorm. A performance that is both funny and dangerous.
That is insane.
The hot bathtub lid soared into the air in Kentucky like a mini spaceship when the thunderstorm blew through, causing all light objects to be swept away mercilessly. More than 350 passengers on the train panicked and evacuated when the fire broke out. Thanks to the quick response, no one was injured, but everyone was shaken by that memorable experience.
7 train cars and the first one caught fire.
A big storm strikes. Trees are uprooted. Streets are flooded. People flee. A new chapter of Mother Nature's anger. Nothing is safe from the power of the wind. Even the giant big-top tents were blown away by the wind like shreds of paper in an angry sky. North Los Angeles burned. Firefighters rushed into a fierce battle amid flames and black smoke. Strong winds and dangerous terrain caused the U.S.-Mexico border fire to break out uncontrollably. Air Force planes descended on San Diego like heroes, releasing water from the sky amid raging flames. The iceberg was silent, big waves lazily approaching, a scene like a fateful meeting between silence and chaos on the surface of Lake Michigan. Each blow of hail is an undeniable car-breaking phase. How to explain this to insurance, or just blame it on God?
Whoa.
Sunny Phoenix suddenly turned into a storm. Strong winds blew everything away, turning the residential area into a stage of chaos.
Oh, look at the tree just went down. Come here, Hazy.
A series of tornadoes swept through central Illinois like the fury of heaven and earth, lifting everything and blowing away the peace of the entire area.
Just east of the cemetery on 78 North.
The funnel cloud swirls in the Illinois sky like a portal opening to ancient power. An astonishing scene made viewers freeze. Beirut suffocated in a moment of controlled destruction. The entire building collapsed in silence as a supreme display of engineering and safety. Wake up in the morning, open the door, and find yourself at the North Pole. The scenery is white, snow covers the door, and people can only laugh in surprise.
A little snow in Hamburg, New York. Overnight. You can't even see across the street. Blizzard conditions. Absolutely insane right now.
During the snowstorm, the blue heron calmly walked the streets, surprising everyone.
Mavi bayrağın çekildiği yer şu anda görüyoruz, tamamen kumsal kaybolmuş.
Turkey was hit by extreme weather. At least 4 people were killed in scenes of raging wind and rain. Nature has a way of terrifying us. Storm Arwen unleashed its fury on the sea, where the lifeboat struggled in giant waves, a life and death battle between humans and nature. In Leilani Estates, Hawaii, in the middle of the night, the ground cracked and red lava poured out like an awakened dragon. The mountain no longer sleeps, and the river of fire engulfs everything in its path.
Whoa! I just got that.
A fierce explosion, like the scream of hell, rang out in Pennsylvania when a chemical plant exploded,
fuck.
causing the sky to burn
fuck.
and black smoke to engulf the entire area. Patagonia, Argentina burns in a sea of fire. Fierce forest fires burn nature and leave behind dead lands. All firefighting efforts are struggling against a giant wall of fire. The bridge in Jacksonville seemed to disappear in a thick fog, making it mysterious like a ghost ship in the middle of a silent ocean. A brilliant double rainbow appeared in the Pacifica sky like two strips of angel silk, an exquisite gift of nature after intense rain. A tornado formed as soon as the plane's engine started, a moment that seemed like it could only exist in a sci-fi movie, but was completely real and satisfying. Oh my! Don't let that adorable face fool you. This koala is the cute killer of Maria Island. It seems the owner of this car was in such a hurry. Do you dare to move forward when everything is dark and full of danger? A small dog that is both bewildered and cold, making everyone who sees it laugh. Maybe it's a real boss and not a pet. Everything in the California store was torn apart by a sudden earthquake. Goods flew wildly. The scene seemed to be wiped out in a few seconds. Anyone standing in that scene will never forget the horrifying tremor.
This is a bad idea to be on this boat.
An earthquake during a trip to Mexico caused the boat to shake violently. Passengers could only cling to each other, tensely waiting for everything to pass.
I just don't want my phone to get wet. I don't care about my life. I don't care about my life. I just care about my phone. Oh my god.
Oh, you're recording this, right?
Oh. Oh my gosh.
3 people were trapped in the middle of a rushing waterfall. The rescue by helicopter took place like a movie, narrowly regaining their lives. No one expected White Island, where the 2019 eruption occurred, to be so breathtakingly beautiful. Under the drone lens, smoke and steam smolder as a reminder. Nature is never truly quiet. Oh my God! Kilauea volcano seemed to light up Hawaii with bright lava rays soaring into the air. A night of fire burning like a festival of Mother Earth, making viewers unable to take their eyes off. Mount Etna erupted, creating a stream of red lava that poured down like a river of fire. A majestic and horrifying scene. Nature rising without warning. A pack of wolves rushed to attack a herd of bison in a battle to the death in the wilderness. The camera captures every dramatic second where power and instinct collide violently. The naval base in El Salvador was engulfed in flames when the fire broke out fiercely. The sky was dyed black as firefighters raced against death. Drone recorded the scene of a red lava flow flowing near the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. Hot and cold interact in a vivid and enchanting natural picture. No 11. Hold on tight, little guy. The adorable koala clings tightly to the tree trunk during a fierce thunderstorm, as a symbol of resilience in the midst of the storm. In Iceland, while the lava was still boiling, a dust devil formed, ash and hot gas swirling in the sky like a magical fire dance of the earth. Stromboli volcano doesn't just spew fire, it also rips the sky with bright lightning, a surreal fireworks display amidst wild nature, where fire and electricity roar together. Ash from Mount Sinabung volcano billows like a tsunami in midair, creating a time-lapse picture that makes viewers shudder because of its deadly beauty. White snow turns I-96 into a death trap, causing a series of accidents in Michigan.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
The terrifying wind lifted the whole car into the air and then threw it down. Who dares to say nature doesn't have muscles? The wind is so strong that it waters the plants instead of the sky. The bushes were lashed by water as if in the unruly rain of unpredictable nature. Torrential rain poured down on Sao Paulo, causing chaos in the city and authorities having to issue an emergency warning. On July 30th, thunderstorms broke out in central Arizona, bringing heavy rain, strong winds, and flash flood warnings. Heaven and earth seemed angry, pouring down both life and worry. Think you've seen it all? Watch this video to witness nature in action. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a moment. A hailstorm in North Texas caused the pool surface to boil like it was bombarded by a meteorite. Lightning tore through the southern Arizona sky like the lightsaber of the gods. In an instant, the whole sky seemed to turn into a stage of supernatural power. After a fierce thunderstorm in Lubbock, Texas, a rainbow appeared brightly as a gift of redemption from nature, a beautiful ending to a thunderous prelude. While the COP26 conference was taking place, a storm hit the UK like a message from heaven and earth. Get serious about climate change before it's too late. The landscape after a snowstorm becomes so dreamy that you feel like you are lost in a white and quiet fairyland. Giant spider crabs suddenly flooded onto the road from the deep sea, moving like a ghostly army, making the scene as illusory as something out of a sci-fi movie. The historic storm that swept across Ireland turned a bench into a reluctant sailor walking across the street as if looking for shelter. Central Colorado's white winter. The roofs, roads, and trees are all covered with a thick layer of soft snow, like a page from a fairy tale coming to life.
I dream of in Yellowstone. Going, dude.
Yellowstone bison herds surround cars in a white snow scene, like a quiet parade of wild nature. A moment that makes people feel absolutely small.
And it's not done yet, so please keep going.
From above, ice waves roll gently under the sunset, creating a magical and heart-stopping picture of nature. The Maine coast froze in the snowy wind, as waves and ocean water were locked under a thick layer of ice, like a cold but majestic natural sculpture. A deer gracefully crossed the road in the middle of a crowded park in Dublin, causing all drivers to slow down. A rare moment of peace amid the hustle and bustle of urban life. The undersea world appears sparkling like a fairy tale, with coral reefs and magical creatures. Just one step away from death, the man narrowly escaped the horrifying incident. A true miracle that makes everyone who sees it hold their breath. The sea is home, a simple but touching saying, full of love for the vast nature and magical life under the ocean. Standing in front of the ocean when the waves are angry, you will see that the whole nature is angry. High waves seem to want to swallow everything, beautiful but also scary. Once again, Mother Nature surprises us. Have you ever witnessed such a breathtakingly majestic scene?
Fuck that shit!
Oh my God! An unbelievable moment happened when nature arose violently. Storm Eowyn roared offshore, bringing giant waves that pounded the Shetland coast like an angry ocean. The entire sea seemed to tremble as water and wind blended into a chaotic symphony. Just looking at the screen makes me feel the scorching heat. The surrounding space turned into a red desert, like a planet of fire. In Hawaii, lava erupted right in their backyard, making residents gasp. A true volcanic hellfire works. One morning you wake up and find your house occupied by a giant pile of tumbleweeds. The whole neighborhood seems to be invaded by lazy nature. Just a sideways wind, but the consequences, no one can predict. The scene turns upside down like a joke from Mother Nature.